It's another day that the Lord has made for us to mind people's businesses and rejoice and be glad in them. Hey, grandma, so sweet. I don't say about next life, I would only mind the people their business. I could go for a living on her. Hey, Papa got him. My skin clean. You should say people they don't envy my filter. Now Snapchat too. If people they really not use filter, let me say people they create filter, their business no will say no. And filters are meant for girls like us, women like us, you understand? So if you know you don't need filter, don't bother about us using the filter. Now our filter will not beg you for user. If you no use who go use them? When my mind in business, how far? When my filter don't over business on nobody here say boy she's on hold jato. Una consider for jato in bombo, no consider for my filter, understand? Come as filter you know I reach your level for press conference on a na Clywood. Press conference don't happen, press conference don't come, you don't go. Yes, now winner the conference for reply the press. Yes, now we be the conference one reply the press now. Yes. And for all that hypocrite, that the faker, you just tell her, spread love to Jaton, tell her happy birthday, I lie. When we get we no get them. We already press the conference when I win no. We no press una to the press. It's already out there. It's out there. So more talk about own. So for those who don't know, watch the conference where they take press with, you understand? When I listen, I take the one for my grandson my show. When I listen, the more I can. Maybe I talk about one thing before go. It's when I listen. Hey, Papa got it.
My name is Skepticism, and the lead singer of the Forest Student Band. I am 16 years old today. Today is my birthday, and I'm a lower sixth student of Catholic Life Comprehensive College, Smartphone. It has been rumors online that I was pregnant and my manager was responsible for this. I am not denying the fact that I was pregnant, but I am denying the fact that my manager was responsible for this. This is the story behind my pregnancy. This was 2021 when myself and some of my classmates went swimming at the nearby stream in my school. I was an ex-student of Bambili. So knowing fully well how my mother was very wild concerning the crisis in the Northwest region, and she always restricted me from even going anywhere that has to do with the stream because she knew very well I couldn't swim. I never told her I went to the stream that day. I went to the stream with some schoolmates and students from other schools. We were swimming, and then all of a sudden we saw some government casually dressed. They came down to the stream and they told us to all leave the waters that they wanted to swim. Myself and my classmates, after seeing the way they looked, were scared. We came out of the waters and we started packing our bags in a hurry to see that we leave that place before anything happened to us. But when they discovered that we were packing our bags, they all told us to stop. And they came out of the waters immediately. And immediately started harassing all of us and pulling the girls out. Started pulling us out. I could not even figure out how many people escaped that day, but I only remember that so many of us were pulled out of that place. And some other two guys that helped me that day took me to the bush that was nearby the stream. And I was raped that day. Okay. With the fear of telling my mother that I was raped at the stream, which she always told me not to go to. I got back home and I couldn't say a word. I kept it to myself. I could only tell my other sister, Manju, that was what happened to me. But I told her not to tell my mother because I knew what my mother would do to me, knowing the very strict mother that I had. I told her not to say anything. A few weeks later, I thought it was no call for consent, so I left it to myself. I lived my life normally. Months after, I started feeling some changes in myself. I started feeling my colors, skin color changing. I started feeling me swelling up. I became fat. I never knew what was actually happening to me, and I couldn't even understand my own menstrual cycle because I started seeing my period around 13 years old. I just took it like it was nothing. So when it was about 5 months, and I started feeling the extreme changes in my body. My mom kept on asking me, "Are you okay?" I told her I was fine. And there was no cause for alarm. She kept on asking me every day. When she looks at me, she says, "This is not the Jato she knows. The Jato she knows is dark skin." I told her, "Mommy, I'm fine." because I always come for my music work with my manager and director during the weekend. So whenever I come, he'll be like, Jato, have you changed your oil? I'll be like, no, I'm fine. It's the same oil I'm using. He even suggested that I change my oil, that maybe the oil I was using doesn't collaborate with my skin anymore. He bought me cocoa butter that I should try rubbing that one on my skin because my skin color was changing and my brand is not that which I'm supposed to bleach. I said, okay, that's it. He bought the oil and gave it to me. Some weeks after, he discovered that I was still not the same after rubbing that oil. He told me that I should go back to Bambili. He gave me some money to give it to my mother to do a test on me to be sure that I am actually fine. I came back home, I gave my mom the money. My mom took me to the hospital and she conducted some tests on me. I found out that I was pregnant in the hospital. She could not pick me at the hospital. She brought me home. She was very disappointed. I saw my mother cry. I saw my mother angry. I saw my mother wanting to kill me. She kept on shouting at me and asking me, why would I do this kind of thing to her? Why would I bring shame on to her? Why would I disgrace her name? I kept on saying, Mommy, I'm sorry. She asked me what happened and I narrated the whole thing to her. She knew it very well how she had warned me before about it. She had to beat me up. After some time now, she said, if she mentioned it to my manager would have been very angry with her. And thought that maybe it was a blunt act that we wanted to use to ruin his life. She said, okay, she was going to see how she was going to cover it for my manager and stuff. My manager still, when he called and they told him I was fine, he did not believe it. So one afternoon, he called me that we had practice that afternoon in town. I left home, I went to his office. We left the office and went to the house. He was with his wife. He told me that we're going somewhere that evening. I said, okay, Daddy. We left that evening. Since by then I just started gaining fame, so he felt like taking me to a public hospital was not the best. He wanted to just be sure that I was fine. He took me to a hospital. The one post hospital, I can't even figure out the name of that part, but I can identify it. He took me to that hospital and ran a couple of tests on me. And when the woman discovered that I was pregnant, she told me that, Jato, you are pregnant and I have to tell your boss or your father, because she knew it was my father. So she said, I have to tell your father. I begged her woman, not to tell him because I know the kind of manager that I have. She told me, no, he has the right to the information since he's the one who brought me to the hospital. I begged her and she said, no, she has to tell him. She called my manager into the office and begged my manager not to be angry at me, not to beat me up. He should come down and actually ask me to explain to him what happened. My manager left that hospital that evening with his wife. Shouted at me, said all kinds of things to me, called my family and insulted them. Insulting my family, thinking that it was them who knew that was what actually happened, whereas I didn't even know, and so everybody was like I was hiding it. I told them that they were trying to ruin his career. Alright, that same day, that same night, when we got back home, he told me that I should be aware that this is a Kids Hall of Talent Foundation, not a mother's or a parent's Hall of Talent Foundation. So I should know that. I arrived in my mother's place and told her that she shouldn't tell anybody that I'm with her. That no matter who asks her, she should not say anything. And my mother kept me in the house for 2 days, and every day she kept on having calls from different people telling her that my family has been looking for me and I've been calling them and asking them what has been happening. She told me that my manager had promised that even if I come back home, he's not going to beat me, that I should just come back home because he's having too much pressure. My manager called the third day and asked me, Jato, where are you? I said, I'm with my friend. She said, Jato, please come back home. Jato, please come back home. We will try to see the way we can settle it. I left Emanuela's house that day. My manager called and asked, do you have transportation to come back home? I said, no. He sent me transport. I came and met him at his office. And I came to his office. The first question he asked me was, Jato, do you want to kill me? I said, no, Daddy, I don't want to kill you. He asked again, Jato, do you want to kill me? I saw how he was hurt, but he could not beat me. I saw how he really had the anger in him, but he could not put it out of my body. He told me that we were going to go back home and we were going to see how to settle it. He took me home, and it was already 7 months gone when they found out. Okay, he had a meeting with my parents and decided that, all right, since it was already 3 months, they were going to see how to cover it for me to just give birth and then come back to my real life, since they were not able to identify who was the actual person who committed the act. And the security too in Bamenda at that time was horrible. My manager and family decided to send me out of Bamenda to go and have the child. I left Bamenda and I stayed with my other elder sister in Limbe, where I put to bed. I made 3 weeks in Limbe. And then after that, my mom decided that the only way for me to live my life as I lived it before, without thinking about what had happened to me, was that I should stay away from the child. She took the child and gave to her parents, to her own family, to my father and to my other family members to take care of, so that I don't see the child every day and think about what happened to me. My manager said no problem, it was okay. But my mom begged him the second time that despite everything that has happened, he did not leave me to stay the way I am. He did not let me go, because without my career, I am nothing and I will not be able to face any other person in future. My manager said it was very difficult for him to do. My manager said no, he cannot do it again. My mother begged that, okay, let him just leave me to stay with him where I'm with the other children, that maybe every day I wake up and we do an activity that will make me forget about everything. My mom and manager agreed that I was going to start staying with my manager. I started staying with my manager, and that was where I started attending Heart of Life Comprehensive College, Mancom. Alright, it has always been low. I had no other issues, because whenever I felt like I remember the pain, they were always there. My mom and manager were always there to tell me everything was fine, and they stood behind me through everything. They told me that no, don't think about it, we are your family, we are here with you. And it had always been fine. I knew that everything was okay. Till a few days ago, when Clement told the blogger came and reposted it again, reminding me of what I have tried so long to forget. And that is why I decided that I will not let it rest, because it is not only ruining my life, it is ruining the lives of all the children I work with, it is ruining the life of my manager and my own family. They did not abandon me when I needed them, but instead they are the ones who fall accusations to everything that has to do with me. And that is why ladies and gentlemen, we have all heard from Jacob Sonita. It's a very sad story. It is an experience that nobody would like to pass through, or nobody would want to have a daughter or a sister go through. Courage to you, Jacob Sonita.
Let me share my story with Bayon. Bayon is my best friend. Bayon, ma, let me be honest. I will swear for my life. With all honesty, I still have a reserve part in me that believes that Bayon, there's a possibility that Bayon did not get that child pregnant. In all honesty, I swear with my life, with my experience I had with him. But then again, the evidence that I have against him, everybody, all man, they're human. All man became they're human. Anything will happen. And with the way Bayon changed with time, as Monista enter, it started giving me that doubt to start believing Uncle story there. Now, yeah, I cannot reveal my story. I cannot reveal my you're asking if I can reveal my source. I cannot reveal my source. One, does not threaten me. Does not threaten random people them. Say enter Bamenda, they go busy. He sends me enough material apart from the fact that they don't have he sent me enough material, but apart from the fact that we don't have any physical document, which even if I don't get any physical document will prove a rape, but I have testimonies from him. First of all, when I came online with the story, the first of all said the story was fake. There was no child. Now they proved that there's a child. Now they're saying I should reveal my source. Be honest to yourself. Will you reveal your source after all the threats? They don't give me court case. I've said let's go to the court. I will reveal my source in court. Exactly. I will bring my proof and evidence there. Deep down within me, before God and man, I will still have, even with the evidence provided with me by the uncle, I will still have in my doubt. That's why I say allegedly. I cannot vouch for anyone 100%. That's why I say, till then, let's go to the court or anywhere that he wants to go. I will give my source. When he provides the DNA and everything and clear all the story, because the story, even the story about the rape, I still don't believe it because there's no proof that there was rape. There's no proof that there was rape. Or we'll go to court, he provides all those proof and the DNA. I will bear the consequences with my source. I'll do a rejoinder. I'll apologize to him. If I doesn't mean arrest me and lock me and give me fine, I'll do that. But till that time, it's still an allege.
Yes, now I'll drop some more points in for you today. Before later for evening, we will meet up for big up and judge this matter. I am addressing this matter not as a gossip vlogger, as an Italian social worker. If you know website where you check social worker there for Italy, Torino, Nama City, check them. I've been a social worker for more than 3 years. So now if you tell me, if Wyman, if he give you that certificate, I'm say you no get nothing for talk. So you see the judgment, leave them for me. And they handle them in a way where international bodies if you handle them. It clear or no clear? Yes. First point I want to state I'm categorically clear. For all when I want to shout for me that is Sonita and a small picking, Sonita and a small picking, more handle will care before you go into depression. First, they say if you don't get sense, learn from how we get sense. Sonita a manager, no be need for bring out that press conference. It check them. They said why clear and the diner for wise man in backside and wise man the diner for clear and the backside. No over sense of put by your mistake we no fi ever correct them again. When I bet me that the downfall of Sonita this, I sorry for talking, but na so good. Bayon will use that press conference for cloud chase, for bring more eyes to Sonita, but I don't them. For me, Sonita for just address, if need be, for a Facebook page. Hey, my manager is not the father of my child, case closed. But now, when I don't cover lie, for create another lie, for create another lie, look at her body language, look at everything yesterday. First point I want clear as a social worker, save for the aborting, small pikin when a minor commit crime, whether as an equal person. For press conference or when they want show up for news, they blare a face because waiting that picking as a minor in life matter. But no, because all na the cloud chase, but when the scene a different. All with the cloud chase, but we never agree on like cloud chase. Now our own cloud chase we don't agree. More the cloud they chase you go. I talk say we not be even get for show a face. She was not needed there. That other two small pikin, we don't have one finger for so I said that one she was violated at the age of 3. Now already born in IP. Una spoil, una don't destroy all that pikin them. That conference, how you don't help Sonita? You don't give people reasons to talk. Una don't lie way tomorrow or the draw una. I be talking from the first time the news come out. And I will see repeat them. If it to be, Bayon is not the father of that Sonita Ipikin. But Sonita be done the too much sins. Now why that way, you know, if he dictate, say the too much by force. How do they rape small pikin? Only a worker will change. They disvirgin me for Form 5. The whole dormitory here, the whole dormitory come out. The whole division how the worker so. How the worker so. My big take me long next. Wait till they happen. Hello. This virgin no be something where they just swallow for food and lie. Then boys is no be 1, no be 2. Mommy, they sorry that you senior we know. I mean say and do me don't scatter since. Boys is what to nature for talk. No, not so that don't make and community see that picking like a spoiled, damaged child. With other picking they no be safe around him. Boys is not 1, not 2. They can't swim, they don't pump, their muscles don't wake up, they're too married, you walk out, and nothing happened. I went to the house and your mother did not see it. Massa. Even as soon as no like me for the community, sometimes the more they use on a sense no. Why you don't carry hypocrisy? And then we are messing up because people the way some of you way this Sonita believe in una way. If una tell you the truth, it go help you. Una didn't say fake am, be strong, happy birthday, this shall pass. It shall never pass. Wait it shall pass. Now all things pass away. No, be all things shall pass. Dog. It will not pass. Who wants it to pass? Even say some of you no talk, another person can't sleep, another person, one people will go for that. It's there for media. The stigmatization, they. So Nita one go left, the pointing finger. That is pikina. That is pikina. You know the two go hang for you. What you like destroy picking their life then so in the name of fame? Which fame? I pray 10 years, 15 years to come. Miss Sonita still hold that very fame one already destroy them few hours ago. Now you want to capitalize on Clemento call. Clemento when we say allegedly and to say Sonita uncle. When I talk now with you. We to go carry you go court. Carry you go court no will carry you to go court. Those kids are not safe around you. Yes. You destroy Kowan. Say me Bayon. No be the first time this yes. We don't hear you shall be gather picking them. And the very way our girl is a big gather picking them. It took us centuries. Some of you now yesterday don't even believe say our girl be guilty deserve for be for gata play with it. Bayon, you're not different, you're not special than our Kelly. We have so many men down there. We all are picking the weather leaf for the cocotte. So I be don't talk for media. When I find out picking the material, so they close to the feed wear hot pants and in a way for inside. When I show the that material, open a leaf. So this way as you open leaf so in bombo come on air blow for in bombo. If you find a canal so knock on a send a smoke. I'm gonna clever more judge the matter. Now if you say no, I hear the matter come on to book up people we know. We there for tabba say the matter whether you like or no. Only will heap am. You must there for window so you listen. I'm gonna But got him. Don't bat. That means Ibato, the one way swimming past now when Papa got it. I feel only one be oracle. Clemento, before that press conference, Clemento tell we for sure I go can't read them. He say the press conference is starting in few hours. Bayon will come and say, boys is for Clemento, take your flower. I stand, Afghanistan, stand Pakistan or Clemento. And I don't wake up the monitor they go for Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Anybody the handbag Clemento or the buy the matter. For free. Or cost you. Can't cost me to a cost for a living. You want cost. You want cost. Or cost you because I will have destroy the country. May any man sugarcoat him. I be very idle. I be look him. When I talk na wait so. Which una the tell we wait. Ah, Jesus Christ. See me. I will say it and I will say it again. Sonita, a family, under a management team, more than a forest kids, they don't destroy as they destroy other picking them. Yes, that's what me I did talk am. If una like them, because some of una say una don't like what mixed with negativity, but that dinner we will see una first man for hellfire when I born. Because you guys are leading those kids to negativity. You guys are leading those kids to destruction. I will talk them. All do na sabi they all na the claim and so now don't put me for place all day because some of those kids like Sonita they believe in some of those fake educated doctors. Yes, fake educated scholars. Yes, but you guys keep failing them, fooling them. No. I want to ask you now. What if they use that press conference? That picking the 1 year. When I for leave the matter, me die no talk. For end and guess what? I'll talk am again. Any man where. You may say one take the matter personal. The see some screenshot where the file say no need. That expire Mukala. It may say the one buy the matter draw. No need stop it. No need get woman. And maybe that woman go born you get child. No need stop him. More no carry on a nonsense for big water. Can they play with get children that this. Yes, that's how I talk am. Now they carry sensitive topics and they take and make joke. Any man will be seriously minded. You go look on you as you look Clementon, as you look Bayon. All now for big brother, even Jodone for America. All now that big brother has the fourth when I just say you say make Clementon live. Make Clementon live. Clementon be live. We forever know the kind of thing. For how long kids will keep dying in silence? No, na stop down that thing, man. Jodone you and no, stop them. Do one a serious matter, no be matter for man picking the way they no get balls for candy, the jump, the talking bombo clap for media. It concerns a girl child. If you no get feeling for girl children, and you, Joe, you get picking, you get woman. Just imagine that kind of happen for your picking. Then different person can't voice her out. Oh, now get for the happy, say, Clement talk, bring her out. Because if more they can say, what is Sonita talk for a press conference not true? How can a child be molested and she didn't even go through therapy? They hide her for house. How well are you guys helping? When When the attack na Clement only forget the focus. She needs therapy. So you can go day for day. Human body, human mind works very, very different. How well I don't help that pikin? If Clement not be blow the alarm, only some video I video them. Now small form of therapy for the pikin. Therapy is now waiting. When you go meet up whether a psychologist or a marriage counselor, they need choke injection. It look you so the story we. It leave you for talk. What's your problem? No, make a me. See am. That funny set of people who gotta say big brother, no carry him. Una already expired. Don't to say he go fish. Una just remain for play with it. When serious matter come, una no nothing for talk. Una she don't quiet. Coming to the worst every day. Uganda the funny big name, then the faces, the way they say influencers them. Now that they have forgive nonsense orientation they for media where they destroy gay children. Please, for once, let's be serious. Tomorrow another picking will come again. Tomorrow another picking will come again. The same case. For how long will they cover them? For how long? They rape on a cover 1 year ago. Look, then there will be scandalous more in the work and even the work to its disadvantage. No, don't stigmatize me that picking birthday. I will choose that kind of thing for makeup for that picking birthday. I will not do press conference for that picking birthday. When I know how birthday they for small picking. For you, even me as I did so. If some man play on birthday, everything that people going to say, he birthday, he lie, he talk to you, no be see. Tomorrow enjoy a more. And I will talk him, even no be bayon, give jato bele, bayon, you don't press sonita. Bayon, you don't press that pick, you don't take your 10%, you don't touch your nipple, you don't touch your last. I talk him for years. That means I need call no allegedly. When I say na bayon cut and can't go cut. Ma use no, ma express myself no, me they send no for prison. Me know say some of you know will go, we know the recast for me that say will be social worker, will go to school and we are prepared for cases like this. I tell you Allah, are they downtown bayon mommy? You see the matter, you know end so. For free, me one. Ask and they'll tell you. Google and search. I buy people's matter for free. I go see talk and buy on. Call me anywhere. Even if not be you give sonita that belly, you don't press that picking. You don't molest it. I am not true my words. I am not. And sonita is family. Gonna be a disappointment or to this world. I don't know. Some people they don't know that God know for erase them. I say no be all family be family, no be all mother be mother, no be all parents. If you say carry belly, open your bombo born, me say you be mommy. I'm gonna get out of here. Big companies, yeah. Anything I decide for me, I'll just drop him. The matter, I'll talk to you about Ben Richman, neck, now you hot to know, go and kill yourself. I'll mind people's business for a living.